Maria was a lovely and endearing child who lived on the outskirts of a tiny town by herself with her father, Don Honorio. She was in charge of providing assistance to the home at the age of 5, since her mother had passed away after giving birth, and Don Honorio had nearly lost all movement in his body due to a major accident. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Due to his limited financial resources, he was unable to purchase a customized wheelchair, leaving him confined to a bed since the age of 2. Since then, he has been using his remaining money to purchase food for himself and his daughter, as well as to decorate bottles and create crafts out of recyclable materials for people to buy. Fortunately, they were spared rent since Don Honorio had built the modest room where they resided when he was still fully functional. But because of a violent hurricane, the mountain's waters had shifted, leaving the area permanently damp. This corroded the foundations of their modest home, making it seem as though it would fall at any time. Many bugs were drawn to that unstable area, endangering the health of both Maria and her father. Don Honorio was angry because he was powerless to get them to a safer location and was always concerned for his beloved daughter's safety. He felt they would have been safer living somewhere other than their own house, perhaps at the base of a church, beneath a bridge, or anywhere else, if it weren't for their situation. Since she was 3 years old, Maria had been walking from her house to the village with her small wheelbarrow, buying whatever their meager money would allow them to buy. Once there, Don Honorio's close friend, Andre, would assist her with her purchases and drive her back to the beginning of the road leading to the far-off mountain. Every time he watched the slender little figure go into the distance, his heart broke. He wished he could do more for them, but he was nearly as impoverished as they were, and he had 3 kids and a wife to provide for. Even though the trip was tiresome and lengthy, Maria never grumbled. She was glad to be able to assist her father, even though the bottoms of her shoes were old and the uneven ground hurt her feet. She was always eager to put in as much effort as she could, even if it seemed excessive for a girl her age. Knowing that she was the only person who could support him, her biggest wish was to become old enough to work and contribute to the household expenses. One morning, as she was humming tunes on her way to town, Maria met a woman halfway there. The woman was not elderly, but her gait was like that of an octogenarian. Maria was intrigued and approached her, noting that the lady was wearing a gorgeous scarlet suit and that one of her legs was stiff. Maria asked her, looking at her with brown eyes full of curiosity and the typical innocence of a child. Madam, why do you have a wooden leg? Are you a pirate?" Mrs. Anna laughed at Maria's naive inquiry, a question that under other circumstances could have made her uneasy. Feeling touched by the girl's kindness, she graciously told her that, while her limb was immobile due to a sickness, it was still composed of bone and flesh. After they had both laughed, Maria held out her hand to assist Anna in walking the remaining distance. Anna was touched by the girl's generosity and held her hand as they strolled together, telling Maria the names of most of the flowers and trees they saw and their origins. Anna also told Maria about her daughter, who had passed away a few years earlier, with a hint of sorrow. Her daughter had grown up to be a botanist and had a deep passion for the natural world. Her favorite spot had been the mountains, where she was nearly familiar with the names of all the plants. The only solace Anna had when her daughter died was to go back to the mountains and think of the hours they spent together searching for new flowers to add to their garden. After arriving in town, the two said their fond goodbyes. But Anna couldn't help but think of Maria as she went about her day. She had neglected to ask Maria where she lived or who her parents were, since she had been so preoccupied talking about her own life. She asked around town, but nobody seemed to know anything about her. Although many had seen her, none could pinpoint her specific origin. After a few weeks had gone, and the girl and the woman had not seen one another again, Anna took a little break one morning in the town square. Not far away, a guy was regaling a gathering of people about a courageous girl named Maria, who possessed greater maturity and responsibility than the majority of adults he had encountered. When Anna heard this, she realized right away that it was the same young child who had been so helpful to her months prior. The remainder of the day, Anna spoke with Mr. Andre about Maria. He informed her of her father's illness, the unhygienic conditions in their home, and his disappointment at not being able to assist them more. Such a depressing tale had been told, and Anna was saddened. She was devastated by her daughter's passing, but she also understood that Maria and her father had suffered far more than she had. After such a long time, Anna and Maria crossed paths again the next day, almost as if by fate. It was Maria who chatted endlessly this time. Every time Anna listened to her, she persuaded herself that she would manage to assist her. Giving her money was the greatest way to help her, but listening to her revealed to her that, aside from her noble spirit and acute sensitivity, Maria was also a little, bold, entrepreneurial lady who enjoyed working for what she had. After giving it some thought, Anna decided that lending her some anonymous support would be the best course of action. So she asked a close family member to deliver a gorgeous plush animal to Maria's home. She swiftly departed to avoid being seen after leaving it at her door. When Maria got back from town in the afternoon, the little one discovered the gift. Even though Anna tried to hide her kind act, Maria only needed to hold the plush animal in her hands for a little period of time to recognize that it was from her. Anna's lovely floral aroma permeated the plush animal, and Maria recognized it right away. Anna had sewn a little bag onto it, inside of which she had hidden the cash, and a brief message that read, "There are moments in life when people, flowers, or even teddy bears praise our values. Help that is offered with great love and disinterest makes us stronger and more heartfelt, not weaker. Never allow even the most dry regions to sap the boundless goodness and beauty that you hold within your magnificent interior, no matter how much time passes." Maria sobbed and gave her father a hug when he had finished reading it to her. Her father referred to Anna as the lady in the crimson suit, and she got money from her for a better-maintained little room close to town. Now that Anna could see Maria, it was simpler for her to keep lending a hand. From that point on, they developed a tighter bond throughout time and began to see each other as mother and daughter. As Maria got older, she made the decision to pursue a career in physical therapy in order to better the lives of others like her father and Anna. Because of her exceptional love, compassion, and commitment to her patients, she gained widespread recognition both in her native country and in other cities. The foundation she established in memory of Anna's late daughter Lucia under the name Lucia was her greatest source of pride. Hundreds of low-income individuals received free therapy, prosthetics, wheelchairs, walkers, and anything else necessary to make their condition more manageable thanks to this charity. My dear friends, this is how the story ends. We hope you enjoyed it as we come to a conclusion. Kindly provide us with all of your feedback, and don't forget to like and share this movie with your friends on social media. Blessings and happy day to everyone. We appreciate you viewing, and we ask that you like and post the video on social media. We'll respond to you as soon as we can. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.